do you like this EU? Did you enjoy the thrill and excitement of the first Wonder Woman movie? Did you enjoy seeing Gal Gadot run around and save the day in skimpy armor that doesn't actually protect her in any possible way? Have you waited 3 years for the sequel? And now that it is finally out, are you hyped to go see this movie? Well, you don't have to be, because DC actually took out everything we loved and enjoyed from the first Wonder Woman movie, and now it is crap. Now there is no real action, no plot twist like in the first movie, no real excitement. I mean, she doesn't even have a shield anymore. Okay, I know her sword got destroyed in a fight with Ares, but what about her shield? Well, at least now she has the power of Spider-Man and can even swing with lightning. Oh yeah, she got her invisible plane. And yeah, now she has wings. Yeah, she actually has wings now. This movie, like the first, was directed and co-written by Patty Jenkins, which actually makes this more disappointing. I know of a movie Patty Jenkins wrote and directed called Monsters back in 2003, and that was a very, very awesome movie. So when I actually heard she was directing this sequel, I was thrilled and happy. Then I saw the movie and it was a total letdown. Like, I was really, really hoping to like this movie. I was just starting to fall in love with this EU all over again. Gal Gadot shines once again as Diana Prince, and her role, of course, was flawless. Pedro Pascal played Maxwell Lord, an oil company owner who is now going bankrupted.
You're the oil guy.
The oil guy,
Yeah,
I'll
right.
take it.
I have to say this, Pedro was awesome. He is my new favorite actor. Kristen Wiig played Barbara Ann, who is also known as Cheetah, and the most annoying thing is we only got to see Cheetah for about 5 minutes of the whole movie. Seriously, I counted, it was just for 5 minutes. And Chris Pine is actually back to play Steve Trevor, though he died in the first Wonder Woman movie. Well, we will get to that in a moment. In the opening scene of this movie, we saw our young Diana Prince with struggles to prove to her mom and the other Amazons that she is a warrior, that she is ready. And she had to do that by participating in a kind of race, should I call it? But during the race, she cheated, and because of this, she was taken out of the challenge. And of course, she was upset. She was very, very upset. Her mother came and had a long talk about not taking shortcuts in life and blah blah blah. Naturally, you would think this is actually foreshadowing some important parts of the movie, but nope, not really. This is a great way to start a movie, by the way. I mean, it is just awesome. The sequence was great. And then we were taken to 1984, where we saw our beautiful Wonder Woman stop a heist in a mall.
We won't be doing that today.
I enjoyed this scene because it was very, very simple and fun. I mean, look at the reaction from this girl, and
my gosh.
it is just awesome, honestly. Like I said, great opening. Very, very awesome opening. Those legs, though. Then we moved to the museum where Diana works, and there we met clumsy and very nerdy Barbara Ann, who no one else actually noticed except Diana.
Jake, hi. Can you latch him, Mike? Good morning.
They introduced themselves, then shortly after, the FBI actually brought in some stolen artifacts from the robbery Wonder Woman stopped earlier, and Barbara was asked to help identify every single one of those artifacts.
I help? Yeah, I'll help the FBI with...
A particular one called the Dreamstone actually caught Barbara and Diana's eyes, and apparently this stone has the power to grant the holder a wish and take what it wants in return. Of course, they thought it was a fake, so they disputed that. And then Diana unintentionally made a wish for Steve, a love interest from the first movie, to come back to life. It was later revealed that this stone was created by the god of lies, and Barbara wished to be exactly like Diana because she was just so awesome, beautiful, and she was good on heels.
Right.
And Max Lord, who is actually now a partner of the museum and has access to private tours in the museum, actually saw the stone and apparently recognized it. So then he tricked Barbara and stole the stone, then wished to become the stone itself.
Stone itself.
And just about this time, Diana just met and reconciled with her dead boyfriend, Steve, whose soul is actually inhabiting another man's body. But Diana mentions she sees only him.
He's great, but all I see is you.
And Barbara was beginning to see the surprises that comes with being like Diana. But of course, both of them did not know what the stone was taking in return. Diana was slowly losing her powers, but didn't realize it because of the excitement of showing her boyfriend hot.
It's all art.
That's just a trash can.
It's just a trash can. Yeah.
And Barbara was losing her humanity and happiness. Max Lord, on the other hand, was going around granting people's wishes and taking what he wants in return. But of course, this was also draining his life force. Diana already knew it was Max Lord that stole the stone, so she went to his office to confront him, and instead she found out that he has actually been looking for the stone for a very, very long time, and he's heading to Cairo. So she had to go to Cairo to stop him, obviously, and they couldn't fly commercial because Steve doesn't have a passport, which I do not understand, since everyone else is saying the face of the man his soul is possessing. Doesn't that guy have a passport of his own? But since Steve, as I say, he doesn't have a passport, they had to steal a plane. So to hide this plane from the radar and every other thing else, she decided to use the power Zeus used to hide Amazon from the world. And that was how she got her invisible plane. Woo! So on the flight to Cairo, she and Steve had this long talk about flying and catching the wind, and you will be sure it was foreshadowing the fact that she's going to fly later on in the movie. So when they got to Cairo, her attempts to stop Max Lord failed because of her depleting power, of course. So she tried again in the White House, and she was stopped by Barbara, who didn't want them to destroy the stone, which is now Max Lord, because she is going to lose her powers and her coolness. I mean, who would want to go back to being nerdy? No one. So because of this, Max Lord actually decided to grant Barbara one more wish, and her wish was to become an apex predator, stronger than everyone else. At this moment, Diana knew she needed her powers to stop Max Lord, and the only way she could get the power back is either to renounce her wish or to destroy the stone. So she painfully renounced her wish, and then she was back to full power, and this additional power of being able to swing with lightning. But I mean, she did that in the comic though, so that is, I'm not going to judge. I'm definitely not going to judge. I mean, it is understandable that you're the daughter of Zeus, so you can catch a lightning, but how can you swing with a lightning with your lasso? I'm still not going to judge. So Max already found out a way to reach everyone at the same time using some kind of secret government global broadcast satellite, something like that. And he was already granting their wishes and taking their life force in return, of course, because that is what he's losing. So Wonder Woman actually flew into the scene with an Amazon warrior armor that has wings for some reason, and she can even fly with the wings. So she was confronted by Barbara, who is now Cheetah, and the fight lasted only about 5 minutes, which was very, very disappointing because I was looking forward to that moment. The fight happened in the dark. I could barely see what was going on. Well, she was able to defeat Barbara by electrocuting her somehow, and she was not affected because she's the daughter of Zeus, so she cannot be electrocuted. I mean, since Barbara already had the same power with Diana before wishing to be an apex predator, she's supposed to be stronger than Diana, and she's supposed to have the exact same power. Why can Barbara be affected by electricity and Diana not be affected by electricity? It's a DC movie though, you don't need explanations. Now for the climax of the movie. Well, she didn't fight Lord. She didn't fight him. She literally just had to make him want to save his son by asking him to save his son. So then he renounced his wish and
Renounce my wish!
oh my god. I mean, the guy has power to grant any wish. He can just hold someone and say, don't you wish my son is alive and here right now? And the person says yes, and he grants the wish, and his son is back to life. Shit. It is just like, can you just imagine this happening in a Marvel movie like Infinity War or Endgame? Oh no. Oh no, Thanos, don't snap. Think about your daughter. My daughter? Yes, Gamora. Oh, you're right. You're right. Just kidding. I killed her. Whee! Overall, this movie is not totally bad. It's just we were expecting a lot more than this. I mean, look at the first Wonder Woman movie and look at this one. It is crap. Assuming it was not a DC movie or a superhero movie in any way, this is an awesome movie. I mean, it is more romance and pain than action. If you are someone into the romantic genre, then I'm very, very sure you'd enjoy this movie. But me, personally, I do not. Well, I am going to give this movie a rating of 7. And that is because, well, it is not totally bad. It is just not what we were expecting, you know. So that is all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. And if there is a movie you would like me to talk about, please put it down there in the comment and I will make sure I do that. Thanks. My name is Victor King. See you next time.